Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Ducks will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Wisconsin's offense will get the first possession of the game. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare every game last week, Dave.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
But they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But you're going backwards, and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over. That's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Pucks it out of the air. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So Oregon's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming.
Breaks into the open. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The Ducks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past in Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down.
Here we go, here we go.
He leaves it with his back. Past the first down marker and still running. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice, gritty, explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense falls out.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He's taking the shot. It's a seam wide open. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll start this drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Hughes. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. What a cut. Now he's loose. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. The inside handoff. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Moore will throw. Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. That is no good. And here in the first quarter, we remain tied. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Anthony. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the catch. It's Anthony. There he goes. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Got it behind the line. It's Anthony. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Edwards. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got him. He's going to be a little short. It'll be 4th down from the 44. And the Badgers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. On the ground, it's Dupree. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Here's the pressure. Got it in the middle, it's Mason. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Catch in the middle, it's Ballard. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw, it's Edwards. Finds a tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Oh, he makes the catch. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Badgers are on the move. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unleashes 1 deep. Touchdown, Badgers! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll try the run. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Oh, it's out! Recovered by the defense, and he's off! He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Gonna run it. It's Dupree. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Badgers will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Fires to the tight end. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Ducks will snap it on first and 10. To the air on first down. Looking left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Finds his man. It's Stewart. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Converts on fourth down, still going. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down. The short hands, it's Stewart. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Ducks come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Trying play action. Finds his big tight end. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Why not get everybody's heart pumping a little bit, bouncing off that right upright and through. That'll bring him to within 4. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snagged in the middle, it's Dupree. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Gets rid of it. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. The power of Austin Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Badgers line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Moore to the air. Makes the grab. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
And that's a really good job by this defense because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Now rolling to the left. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. He'll pull it down. Fights off a defender. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Moore will throw. Lets it fly. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll keep it himself. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
Creates a little room. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, you're down.
And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the 1st down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Moore to the air. Pressure coming. He's going to take off. Oh, he got loose. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard
quarter, obviously trailing in a football game, you're going to need this dude, your quarterback, to make plays. And you got to call plays like this where it's a pass and he still takes off and gets the first down. It's his time. It's the fourth quarter. You're trailing. The ball's in his hands.
He makes a grab. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the touchdown Ducks! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Great example of complementary football there. First, the defense comes away with the takeaway, and then offensively, you go to the ground game, being physical at the point of attack, running it in for a touchdown, and now you have the lead with not a lot of time left. They've now put all the pressure back on their opponent.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Pass drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. The defense is going to dare them to throw the ball. They know the offense is trying to run out the clock. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give on the inside. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And when the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like, it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The Ducks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Badgers are in the hurry-up. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put...
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Ducks! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Edwards. Got his man.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Looking to throw on first down. Complete. Open space at the 25. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. They just keep firing. Here's a heat. Flushed out of the pocket. Turning it on. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And the offense just going to spike it here. The Badgers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Scanning the field, it's Edwards. Bringing the heat. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league, but check this out. Texas looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Horns. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Hook 'em, and they hooked a W in this one. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Fourth in the top 5. Your very existence is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Ducks will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hawkeyes offense will take the first swing of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. What a job off front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. You wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So the Oregon Ducks offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He's moving out of the pocket. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. And you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Runs through a tackle. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
A first down run in the red zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. They go 83 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Wide open spaces. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Gives it on the option. Got room to work. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Gill. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Hawkeyes have this offense rolling. That pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his...
Fires toward the end zone. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. After the earlier field goal, they'll try again, this time a 43-yard attempt. He got it. That brings them to within 1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Miami is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Vinny Testaverde and Gino Torretta in the pantheon of greats to play at the U.
Leaves it with the running back.
It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Syracuse. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the gun, the running back looking for room. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front of that defensive line.
We've reached the end of one, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. Always a treat to be here at Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Moore will throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive. Yeah,
you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
The Hawkeyes in a good spot here with second and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain. All right, guys, let's talk Iowa. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. And the Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. The quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man on the right. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the single back. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Using his legs, it's Moulton.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
And the Hawkeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gresham. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more... Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40, at the 20. Sprinting all the way, he'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. That is brutal. An explosive play like that to be wiped out by a mistake. Ready to fire from the pistol. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Steps away to find some room. Working that left side. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks. Toss sweep to the right. Hard running there. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Looking for a gap. It's Whittington. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Trying to slam in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Powers forward, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break. And be checked out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Moulton. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Pulls it in, it's Moulton. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Moulton. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Moulton. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Caught near the sticks. It's Anderson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets the gift. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. He'll throw on third down. Zings it complete to the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Defense calls the timeout, trying to build up the nerves with this kicker. They'll send out the field goal unit to try to take the lead here before halftime. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Gresham. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Iowa City has given us a fun first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
The Hawkeyes will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Moore to the air. Complete to the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Hughes. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Ducks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. To the ground with the back. Got some room in it to the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon! They take the lead with the 6.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by 7 over Syracuse. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got enough for the first.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. The give to the back. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. fires to the big fella. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. And he is going to lose yardage, nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. The Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. A little release to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. Caught over the middle. It's Gill. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its fourth down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. On the way, and you betcha, a 59-yard field goal.
And coaches sometimes can get hesitant, right, with a long field goal, 40-plus yards into the wind. Sometimes you'll see them go for it or punt the football. They believe in their kicker. How about that? Drives it through the wind, 3 points on the board.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Give to the back. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
He wants to change this route. They'll run the toss. Nice move there. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And in this game, this guy has shown you why he's one of the best in the country. He has so much ability at the running back position. Speed, quickness, the ability to break tackles, unbelievable vision. Already now with 150 yards rushing, the defense has no answer for him. They've got to find a way to slow this guy down.
The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Moore will throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Takes the handoff. It's Whittington. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Stewart. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. On the option. Now the toss. Shoots his way for more. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Got his man quickly. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this. There he goes! He's inside the 40, the 20. He's at the touchdown, Hawkeye! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Lining up for the PAT.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Benson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Moore to the air. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. This is the biggest drive of the game, but the offense has to stay cool. No reason to panic. Then again, panicking is never a good idea, is it? Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Already in prime field goal position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead. With the run on 1st and goal. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Looking for the end zone. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. And this to take the lead, and it's getting late. Good right down the boulevard. And now they regain the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Moore will throw. The short hands, it's Benson. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, bad news, he didn't get the first down there. The good news, though, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. They still have one timeout, so there's a lot of time still in this 2-minute situation to march down the field and get a score.
This late in the game, fourth quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's third down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the brain trust will go to work. Catch in the middle, it's Benson. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Ducks with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to run it. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Offense in a bunch formation. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. Oh, no, the ball popped out. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
And guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. Pushes toward the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Touchdown, Oregon! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
He just couldn't squirt his way in for the 2, and it's still a 5-point game here in the fourth quarter. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Catch in the middle. It's Gill. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They are running out of time and very little choice. Down 5 late, they'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it, first down and more. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And they spike it to stop the clock. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. 2nd down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Citizens Stadium in Eugene, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Minnesota's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The play action fake. Right on the money. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. He's got the tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he missed it. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. So Oregon's offense will get the ball for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, where basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he's making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air, because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. Really not. On that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. Moore to the air. Trying to beat the D deep. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Oh, they're after him. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Minnesota. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Now this offense is back on the field. Give to the running back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
That's caught. It's Stewart. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Tackled in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 on the heels of gaining 4 on the previous play. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Ducks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long. 1st down marker just short of the goal line. Makes the grab on the left. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day, this one from 23. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That brings them to within 1.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Taylor has it. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. While we're only through 1, these cornerbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. RPO, fire complete to the left. Turning it on. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. The Golden Gophers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Grabbed in the middle. It's Taylor. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. After that last completion, it's second down. Back to throw. It's Lindsey. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw again. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Rushes on him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in this one in the MAC that just finished up. Buffalo went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Bulls always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. A busy day in the MAC, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Got a man, it's Winnington. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Throwing right. He's got an open man. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Past the 30. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built to.
Blow the balls on the ground. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And they'll take over first and 10.
Play action on first down. The ball's free. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fall. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Moore to the air. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Touchdown, Ducks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, Keep that passing game up. We can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they tacked on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and pull it right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Off play action. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the returner is stopped. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. Second and 8 coming up. The Ducks in the hurry up. Now the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. And the Ducks have it with a first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, better look out. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
They'll move the tight end. Rides to back and leaves it.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Makes the catch. It's Tracy. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Here's the pressure. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
The Golden Gophers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just inside the 35, first and 10 from the 34. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He's up to 81 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guy.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit. Absolute shank. Missed it. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Out of the gun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Makes the grab, it's Coleman. Strong, firm tackle. And the Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Golden Gophers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but another missed field goal doomed that effort. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Whittington. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. First down here for the offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finding an escape route. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge, like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Got the quick completion. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. And the Golden Gophers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They boot it away on 4th down. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. From the gun. Give on the inside. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
The Ducks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat them.
And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Off from the gun. Find some fresh air. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks are flying down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? 2 hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Makes the grab. It's Benson. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They go to the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ballgame. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. They'll try it again from the one on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get some. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. The Golden Gophers want to move quickly. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Under fire.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
He lobs one high down the left side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Hits the afterburner. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
What an enormous play, the 99-yard touchdown pass. But Palmer, when you're in that end zone and you're backed up and you could take a safety, what's going through your head?
Oh, man, your clock's going off. You know you got to get the football out quick, but I'll tell you, you're also licking your chops because you know in this area of the field, you probably have one-on-one opportunities to the outside. So if you get time and you're able to make an accurate throw, you could hit pay dirt, and they just did right there, going 99 yards to the crib.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
It's the 4th quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need a score badly. We've got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Gotta love the way the defense is playing here on this drive. Down in the game in the 4th quarter. They're expecting run, and they're getting stops these last 2 snaps. If they can get a big play here, they've got an opportunity to get off the field and probably get pretty good field position to put their offense in a position to maybe go score.
And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. The give and tick, 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 tick. There he goes. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field. He is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed and running back.
Back to throw, it's Lindsey. With the catch, it's Coleman. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Coleman. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna look downfield again. Finds his big tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Got out of trouble and throws. With the catch, it's Taylor. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. Nice gain on that play, but it leaves it a little short of the first down. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this third down. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling the close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.